Good afternoon everyone. I'm here to give you a review of this Byecold 900 watt infrared heater that I've bought to heat my fish room. Many of you may be buying one of these to heat your office or a room in your home or anywhere that you wish to heat using electric, and you may be reading up on different styles of heaters, from the gas-filled radiators, not gas-filled radiators, the oil-filled radiators, to halogen heaters and heat tubes and anything that you can use to heat your home. So I bought this so that I could heat my fish room. Now my fish room is 14 squared meters, which is 160 square foot, or if you like doing things in cubic, which is what you should do when you measure rooms, it's also got an up. It's 33 cube meters, or just shy of 1200 cubic foot, which is this room here, which will be my fish room when it's fully operational. I've currently got 3 aquariums up and running in here, and a large water butt with, what was it, 210 litres of water, which is about, I think, 60 gallons, which is just over there. And I've also got 10 litre bottles of water in here, so there is a lot of thermal mass in this room. Now, I bought this heater because the reviews I've been reading and other things I've been reading and watching on YouTube state that this is a very efficient way to heat a room. So what it does, it doesn't heat the air, it heats the items inside the room, and that's what keeps the room warm. So I was like, well, that's going to be pretty good. This will be able to heat the aquariums and the water butt inside the room, keep them at the temperature I need them to be, without the need for multiple heaters inside each individual aquarium, which would be fantastic for what I'm trying to do. So having a look round, I found this. It is very large. It is, what's that, 120 centimeters, which is 4 foot by, I think it's 3 foot off the top of my head. That is 67 centimeters, so just a little bit shy of 3 foot. So it's extremely large and it's extremely expensive to run. So at the moment in the UK, we are paying, as of October 1st, 2023, I believe it's 28p per kilowatt. Yeah, 27p per kilowatt, that's what I've got on my notes. Which means at 900 watts, this will cost 24p an hour to run. So I put it to the test. I put it to the test, I set it up in my fish room to see if it can maintain a temperature. So using the remote it came with, I set the room temperature to 22 degrees, which means the aquarium temperature is normally 2 degrees lower than room temperature, making them 20 degrees, which is what I'm aiming for, 20 degrees, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, as I'm keeping a lot of colder water fish. As you can see, I've got goldfish and white cloud mountain minnows behind me. So I set it up in order to maintain that temperature. I then left it on for 24 hours, assuming that it's not going to be running 24/7 in order to maintain a temperature of only 22 degrees. Some people want to heat up to, I don't know, like 25 degrees or 28 degrees, or they want to go hotter. So I reasonably assumed that this wouldn't be on all the time, as the outside temperature on the day of testing was 14 degrees Celsius. So it only had to heat up another 8 degrees. So I left it on for 24 hours and kept monitoring it on this and on the app, which I'll show you in a second. And it stayed running for 24 hours, which cost me £5.83p, and it didn't reach temperature. I was aiming for 22 degrees and it was giving up at about 18 or 19 degrees, then allowing the room to drop to 16 degrees, then going back up, all while still pulling 900 watts of energy out of the wall, charging me a stupid amount of money. Which means if I left this thing running for a whole month to try and get my desired room temperature of 22 degrees and my water temperature of 20 degrees, that would cost me £177.39 a month not to have the temperature I want from this, to be honest, hunk of junk. It was £200 from Amazon, and it is £200 not well spent. The only thing I could think you could probably use this thing for is a very expensive whiteboard, or if you've got a projector and want to project onto a very expensive surface, you could do this. But you've got to give it some due. It also comes with these fantastic wheels that allow it to stand up and go into any room. You just slot them on the bottom and screw them in. The problem is they don't screw into anything as there is no screw holes. So you have these little rubbery bits that will be holding this thing upright. So if you've got children, a dog or a cat, or you do a big sneeze, you will knock over your very expensive heater, meaning it won't be working very well. Well, it wasn't working very well to begin with. But the wheels it comes with to be freestanding are diabolically awful. So they are, that's a piece of rubbish there. Now, it comes with a handy remote that allows you to set the room temperature and the current temperature, and then you put this somewhere in the room and it tries to heat it up, which it didn't do. So, fantastic remote, and it didn't even come with the batteries that it needs. I had to supply my own batteries for this unit not to heat my room. I'm going to take those out when I send this thing back. Now, as it is a smart device, it connects to your Google devices, your Amazon devices, and comes with a very handy app. That app is absolutely brilliant. I will load it up here. That's the wrong app. Where it shows you fantastic information on the app, such as it's closed and doesn't work. Even though this is plugged in and should be able to tell me at least the room temperature, because I'm currently using a little gas heater over there to heat this room up. The room is currently at 22 degrees, but this thing doesn't show us anything. It is plugged in, it is powered on, but we're going to try and do something with it. Oh. It does absolutely nothing. So this app controlled fantastic bit of kit doesn't work with the app. But it also boasts that it is compatible with Google. So I linked it up with my Google Home and my Google devices, because I've got, like, hey Google, turn on the fish room light. Hey Google, turn off the fish room light. Say I have Google in the rooms, I can control the lights. But when you connect it to your Google Home, it gives you fantastic information you need to know, like the heater is off. Doesn't give you any temperatures, doesn't allow you to set any temperatures, it just lets you know your heater is off. But it also lets you know the heater is off when it is in fact on. So it lets you know it's always off even though it's on. Kind of a bit stupid, really. A very expensive device that is meant to be smart isn't able to do something simple such as keep this room at 22 degrees, which is the reason I bought it, and it's got flimsy stuff that comes with it. Now, I will be trying other things to heat up this room, such as this gas little radiator thing that is 600 watts, and I've got some tubular heaters I'm currently playing with, but I can safely say that this 900 watt infrared heater by Byecold is the biggest waste of money going unless you want an expensive whiteboard. Thank you very much for watching.